All right, let's put the spotlight on Arvind SmartSpaces. Kamal Singal is joining us to talk more about that. Kamal, tell us, how's business panning out? When we speak to some of your peers in the industry, they tell things are very buoyant. How are things at your own business?
I think the industry peers are correct, and we feel the same way. Business has been great last 12 months. COVID, of course, struck unexpectedly, but from there onwards, once the first wave kind of settled, things have only looked up and better. We have had some great 4 quarters. Last year has been exceptionally well. We set newer and newer records in terms of our launches, in terms of our sales, in terms of creating inventory, etc., and saw a growth which was phenomenal. In fact, even the H1 for us this year has been great. We saw a growth of more than 60% in our top line, and even collections were very, very strong, registering a growth of over 80% or so. So it's been great few quarters, and we are seeing the same kind of buoyancy that the industry is generally seeing. And specifically, I think we are also quite happy and satisfied with the way industry is doing in general, and we in particular.
Right. Mr. Singal, tell us what are some of the initiatives which you are taking in order to grow business, some of the strategic steps working in the direction of growth, which investors and shareholders should watch out for next few quarters?
Sure. So, we as a company, we are now working towards an investment cycle, which is being revived, and we definitely want to bring about an orbital change there. COVID obviously in the first couple of quarters slowed down investment cycle for sure because of the inherent uncertainties, etc. But we are back into investment mode in a very, very significant way. We are now getting into a major investment cycle, and for that we have kind of explored quite a few very innovative ideas and options. Recently we signed and kind of created a platform with HDFC Caps, so to say, and we are co-investing in projects in Bengaluru and other cities as well. In fact, of late, even at parent company level, HDFC Caps has invested into the company and picked up a stake in the region of 8 to 9%. So we are avenues, we are exploring a lot of avenues to raise further capital to fund our growth. Internal accruals have been, in any case, strong. Collections have been strong. We have almost wiped out our entire debt in the last few quarters. As we speak, the company is practically zero debt. So we have a significant headroom there as well. So all these three sources, internal accruals, headroom in raising of debt, and creating structures like the HDFC structure, etc. I think we are taking some very, very aggressive kind of stance in adding to the pipeline, and that's the key. Our focus remains on residential segment at this point in time, and we are doing a lot of innovative products there. We have had some very, very important successful launches in horizontal space, and that's where we saw a lot of opportunity, and strategically we want to invest a little more in horizontal space within residential, so to say, and that's how we want to further consolidate and build on our pipeline. So next level of investment, focus on residential, focus on processes and delivery. We are one of those companies where every single project has been delivered on time. So these are the key things that we'll further consolidate on and continue to build business more aggressively in times to come.
Okay, so just one last question quickly. So what should we look up for over the next 12 to 24 months? What are the internal targets you have set for yourself, for the company, actually taking all these initiatives into account in terms of revenues?
Sure. As I said, H1 for the current financial has been very, very strong, and we've registered a growth of more than 60% there. Collections have been strong, and if we see historically, we've been growing at a rate of around 30 to 35% on the major parameters of top line, bottom line, gross margins, etc., etc. So the idea is to continue that growth momentum, and I think all the building blocks are in place. We are aggressively adding into our pipeline. The current sales momentum has been phenomenal, and we expect that the same kind of momentum we should be able to continue going forward as well.
All right, Mr. Singal, thanks very much for your time. joining us
Thank
on
you.
the show.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck with
Thank
your
you.
plans out there. With that, it's a wrap on the show. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.